one of my friends on both Facebook and YouTube, Kaisi, had something on her website, kaisiscloset.com, on the About Me section that really intrigued me. And at the very bottom, she has something called A List of Reasons to Hate Me. And then it's subtitled, not really Hate is Stupid, but here is my stance on controversial topics. And I thought, hey, that's really, I guess in a way, making yourself known, perhaps making yourself, I don't know, maybe a little more open, perhaps a little more vulnerable. And so I thought, hey, I should maybe do something like that on a video, which I'm sure that this video, more than any other, even some of the ones I've done in the Supreme Court, and the death penalties and gun control and things, will generate a ton of hate comments. Not necessarily what I'm after, but as I've said in previous videos, when I've done videos about my father or just my beliefs on certain things, I do pride myself in being honest and open with those of you that I communicate with through YouTube, through Facebook. What you see is what you get. I'm not hiding behind a charade or some sort of fake persona on the web, as a lot of people do. I simply believe in utilizing this medium, this YouTube phenomenon, this web phenomenon, if you will, to help communicate and perhaps cause there to be a little more critical thinking and a little more discourse, an elevated discourse, if you will, on controversial topics that we face all over the world every day. And so without further ado, I'm just going to give you a few. I'll limit myself to a few so this video is not 30 minutes long. And I did this as a response to Kaisi's vlog on her channel, simply because that was where I got the idea. So, you can go back and visit her vlog channel, and hopefully she'll still be friends with me after this and won't ban me from all of her friend lists on Facebook and YouTube. I hope not. I don't think she will. Number one, I am pro-life. I do not believe that abortion is about a woman's choice. I believe abortion is the murdering of an innocent human being. I do believe that babies can feel pain. I believe the more research that is put out there, the more journal articles you read with the American Journal of Medicine, you'll find that the technologies that are available now show that babies can respond to pain at a very early stage in pregnancy. So, I do believe abortion is murder. I'm not some crazy fanatic that believes that we should bomb abortion clinics or, go outside of clinics and call every woman that walks in every name in the book. I think that's wrong. But I do believe that through the proper legal channels that we should fight, and that, abortion should not be a part of our culture. So that right there, I'm sure will generate a ton of hateful comments. All I ask is that if you have a point to make, make sure it's somewhat elevated. Don't, just writing "you suck," not what I'm after. Those kind of comments are going to be deleted. Number two, I am for the death penalty. I do believe that killing a convicted capital criminal is quite contrary to, killing an unborn baby. So, and I do believe that the death penalty is necessary. And I won't get into this too much because I do have a degree in criminal justice, and I could go into a lot of depth about, whether or not it's a deterrent and all sorts of different things, but just not going to go there right now. But I am for the death penalty. I'm a conservative. I don't really consider myself a Republican or a Democrat or a Libertarian or a Constitutionalist, or a Green Party, or, in my state of Virginia, you don't have to register. At least I didn't when I got my voter card. I didn't have to register whether or not I was a Republican or a Democrat. And yeah, so I'm just a conservative. I believe in the ideology that we should have a small government. I believe in the idea of the free market. Yes, even despite what's going on with Wall Street right now, I don't believe that that is all the free market's fault. I believe a lot of that has to do with the government. And I do believe that there is blame to go around in both houses of Congress and in the White House as far as the current collapse, but conservative both socially and fiscally. And yeah. What else did she put down? Oh, here's a great one, which I'm sure will generate a ton of hate mail. I do not believe in global warming. Now, before all you Al Gore fans out there start typing me the hate mail, I do believe that we need to recycle, and I do practice in recycling. I do believe that we need to limit our carbon footprint. I do believe that we need to be responsible with what God has given us. I believe in all of that, but I don't believe in global warming. I believe in the other half of scientists that say that the Earth goes through normal, natural warming and cooling trends. And that's a normal and natural thing, and that the surface temperatures of the ocean have not really risen so dramatically that, we're all going to die in 2012, as the popular movie coming out says. And finally, and another one that I'm sure will generate me a ton of hate mail is I do not believe in homosexual marriages or unions. I believe it's contrary to a successful society. I believe that there is a natural order, and that, the male carries the seed, and that, he, and I'm not just talking about simple procreation here. I mean, it's more than that, but simply from a scientific standpoint, and that the woman is the one who bears children, through the man. And just from that perspective alone, I could go on and on and on. And that's whether you believe in creationism, intelligent design, evolution. Pick one of the three. It still would follow a natural order of society, that it is to be men and women, and that societies that turn to homosexuality as an accepted sociological behavior will eventually collapse upon themselves, because homosexuality coupled with abortion, that would put us in a lot more danger than global warming would, as far as a nation state and a world. Because if people aren't breeding and people aren't going within the natural order, not to mention the many studies that have been done from a sociological standpoint about having a mother and a father, which I know I'm going to get the whole 50% divorce rate among heterosexual couples argument, which is fine. It's a very legit argument. Again, I'm just presenting my opinions to you. I'm not trying to convince you of them or, say that they are the end all be all. Just simply presenting my personal opinions to you. And I would love an elevated, comment and video response back. But again, comments like, well, you're an idiot and you suck and all of that, and not going to be accepted, and they'll just be deleted. So that's pretty much it. Again, I know I may have upset a lot of you. That's, again, not my intent. My intent is to be honest and forthcoming and open up an elevated discourse and begin a dialogue that will hopefully enlighten all those involved, not simply to spew hate or to get you angry or to start a fight. That's not my intent, so hopefully you don't take it that way. I love each and every one of you guys that takes the time to watch my videos.